Finishes and oils. Today we'll be talking about different types of oils. We have Danish oils, which is the one that we use the most on projects. We have mineral oil and butcher block conditioner that we use on food safe products. And then we have a wax and another wax for furniture finishing. We also have a lathe specialty finish. It's a high polish, high friction polish. And then we also have some spray guns, one that's fitted to use a paint can, and then another one that plugs into a larger drum using the pneumatic system to spray the lacquer out the end. So as we go through these samples, there are at least two different types of finishes that you need to understand and know about for the test. The first type is called a penetrating oil, and that's going to include any of these Danish oils that we're using, as well as the mineral and the butcher block conditioner. This first Danish oil is a natural finish. It doesn't have anything in it to change the pigment of the wood, although you will notice that the wood gets slightly darker as the oil is applied. It almost gives it a wet look. This next Danish oil is a medium walnut stain finishing oil. There's a difference between finishing oil and stains. Stains will change the pigment of the wood using pigment added to the oil or the lacquer when applied. It's a common misconception for woodworkers and for hobbyists to call all finishes stains, but it's important to keep the two apart. Stains will always try to change the color of the wood, while finishes will simply try to preserve and seal the wood. The third and last Danish oil that we'll look at is the dark walnut stain. And it's just going to be a slightly darker version of the medium walnut. Walnut is one of the most popular kinds of woods at this time, and it's more expensive because of that. Sometimes it's better just to take a cheaper wood and stain the surface with a walnut Danish oil. This next section of our sample board will be the two different types of food safe oils that we use in the shop. The first one is just straight mineral oil. You can find this in most grocery stores. Most likely you'll find it in the pharmacy section. The reason why we use this for cutting boards and bowls and plates is that it is not a chemical that will harm you if ingested. This butcher block conditioner is usually used to condition and fix cutting board issues that we have after applying mineral oil to it, but it can be used as the first coat. This time we'll squeeze the oil onto the board and then wipe it around after that. These next two finishes are waxes. Most of the time waxes are best used as a final coat on Danish oil or other types of oils used to finish wood. The way that you apply the oil is by getting it on the rag and spreading it across the board. You'll then let it sit for a moment and it will get foggy. Once it's foggy, you'll wipe it clean and polish the wood. Again, this type of finish is generally used as a last coat to polish up or shine up that last coat of oil that you've applied. As you can see on this board, we have several different types of finishes. All of these finishes would be considered a penetrating oil, meaning that it's oil that doesn't just sit on top of the surface, but is sucked down into the tree. The other type of finish are called top coat finishes, and these include paints, lacquers, and varnishes. They can also be pigmented or stained as well. So we have a paint gun that you fill full with paint and paint conditioner. Using the pneumatic system, you can spray it onto your project. And then we have this spray gun that plugs into a large pump that will pump lacquer through and onto your project using the pneumatic system. A finished piece using the lacquer will look more like this. You can see that it has a natural shine on it. There was a lot of work put into making that piece smooth after spraying it. You can achieve that same type of shine with the Danish oil using the waxes.